All right, let's talk about something every growing business faces: getting the equipment you need to succeed. Today, we're breaking down two of the most popular ways to do it: the $1 buyout lease versus the fair market value or FMV lease. We're going to figure out which path is the right one for your company. So let's start with a situation you've probably been in. You're ready to grow. You know exactly what piece of equipment you need to make it happen. The only problem? A huge upfront purchase could completely drain your cash reserves, and nobody wants that. And look, if this sounds familiar, you're in good company. You are definitely not alone. In fact, according to the Equipment Leasing and Finance Association, almost 8 out of every 10 companies in the US use some form of equipment financing to tackle this exact issue. It's just smart business. And that's really the beauty of financing, right? It lets you get the tools you need now and pay for them as they're generating revenue for you. It just makes sense. But this brings you to a fork in the road, which is exactly what we're going to explore today. Okay, so let's start with path number one. This is the one that's all about long-term ownership. It's called the $1 buyout lease, and it's for when you want to build equity in your assets. The easiest way to think about this is like a rent-to-own deal for your business. You make your regular payments over a set period of time, and then, at the very end of it all, you pay a single buck, and that equipment is all yours. It's technically a lease, but it really feels and acts a lot more like a loan. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. With the $1 buyout, that asset goes straight onto your balance sheet, which can really boost your company's net worth. You get these nice, predictable monthly payments, often with no money down. And this is a big one, the tax benefits can be huge, especially with something called Section 179, which could let you write off the entire cost of the equipment in the first year. So you can see the strategy here, right? This is for the long haul. This is the path you choose for the true workhorses of your business. We're talking heavy-duty stuff for construction, manufacturing. These are the durable, high-value assets you know you're going to be using for years, maybe even decades to come. All right, let's switch gears and talk about the other side of the coin. This path is completely different. It's not about ownership. It's all about access, agility, and flexibility. And the best analogy here, honestly, it's just like leasing a car. You get to drive the latest model for a couple of years, enjoy all the new features, and when the lease is up, you just hand back the keys and you can jump right into a brand new one. It's all about having options. So, the name of the game here is flexibility and, you guessed it, lower costs. Your monthly payments are usually lower than a $1 buyout lease because you're really only paying for the wear and tear during the time you're using it. And at the end of the term, you don't have the headache of trying to sell old, used equipment. The finance company takes care of all that. You can probably already guess where this is going. An FMV lease is an absolute game changer for any kind of technology that changes at the speed of light. Think about it. Tech companies, medical practices, really any business where having the latest and greatest is key to staying competitive. You don't want to be stuck owning a server that's going to be obsolete in 3 years, right? Okay, so we've got our two contenders in the ring. One is built for ownership, the other is built for speed and flexibility. So now let's put them head to head and see how they really compare on the things that matter most. This table really lays it all out, doesn't it? You can see the fundamental trade-offs crystal clear. With the $1 buyout, yeah, you pay more each month, but you're building equity. You own that thing in the end. With the FMV, your payments are lower, you have more freedom, but you don't own it. And those different tax strategies, that's a crucial conversation to have with your accountant for sure. So when you look at it like this, it's pretty obvious, right? There is no magic bullet here. There's no single best choice for everyone. The right answer completely depends on what you need that equipment for and what your long-term business strategy really is. Is building assets your priority, or is it all about cash flow and staying nimble? And that brings us to the real heart of it all. How do you take everything we've talked about and actually make a smart, confident decision for your business? It might feel a little overwhelming, but I'm going to break it down for you. We can boil this entire decision down to a really simple 3-step framework that's going to give you the clarity you need. First off, look at the asset itself. Is this thing built to last? If so, the $1 buyout is probably your best bet. If it's going to be a paperweight in a few years, you should lean toward the FMV. Second, look at your market. Is technology a critical part of how you compete? If the answer is yes, flexibility is your friend, and that means an FMV lease. And finally, and this is a big one, talk to your tax advisor. They can actually run the numbers and show you, black and white, which option will save you the most money. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just a numbers decision on a spreadsheet. It's really a strategic question about the kind of company you're trying to build. Are you building an empire of permanent, durable assets? Or is your success all about your ability to adapt, to evolve, and to always stay on that cutting edge? The answer to that question will tell you exactly which financing path is the right one for you.